Hello everyone, Berserkhead here, and welcome to this multiplayer battle for Medieval 2 Total War. This is 1 versus 1 battle, and I command Venice, and my opponent commands Poland. The rules for this battle were no gunpowder units, although it was all period battle. So as you can see, I have some pikemen, but I won't be allowed to use any grenadiers or musketeers or whatever. So the first thing I want to say is that I was the host of this battle and I was the first to choose faction, but when I saw that my opponent chose Poland, I just the first thing that popped up in my mind was that Poland has some really annoying units. They have these horse skirmishers. I'm not pretty sure if they're archers or crossbowmen or whatever, but they are really annoying, and that was the first thing that I was concerned about. So the first unit that I really wanted to get were these Venetian mounted crossbowmen, so that I won't give the edge in horse archery or horse skirmishing or whatever. So I really expected much from these guys. I really wanted them to play an important role. And now let me look at my other units. I also got these Venetian archers that are very decent unit, because Poland have some good foot archers as well, and I really don't want to give my I don't want to give the edge in archery to my opponent. So that was why I got all of these units. I didn't get as much cavalry, but I got just enough. Some mailed knights, you know, they're cheap and they do pretty decent job, so that was, I got 4 units of them. And I have just 2 units of pike militia, because as I said, Poland have pretty good skirmish units, so you know, pikemen are not generally good against fighting any kind of skirmish units. And I just got I think 4 units of these Venetian heavy infantry that are exactly what I need. They are decent in attack and defense, so they just do the job. So now let me just pause for a moment and just take a look at my enemy's army. They have 1 unit of General's Bodyguard. They have 2 units of Polish retainers, or actually 1 unit. They have 2 units of these Polish knights and 1 unit of Knights Templar, so variety in cavalry here, but it's pretty much all heavy cavalry. They have 1 unit of catapult, which was kinda it was smart because they couldn't use gunpowder units. That were the rules, but it was, you know, completely okay to use catapult. And they have some dismounted Polish knights, I think 3 units. They have 2 units of, or 3 units of spear militia, and they have some dismounted Lithuanian archers. And this is these are again archers, but they are kind of different. So whatever. Now let's actually get to the battle now. I wanted to blow on this hill, but I saw that my opponent was too far away from me, so I started marching. Plus I saw that they were advancing with this catapult, so this was kind of concerning me. As I said, I didn't want to lose any troops by from range, you know. So I see that they advance with these archers, and I'm going to launch a cavalry strike on them, but it's not going to be successful. You're going to see that in a moment. Now I advanced with these mounted crossbowmen, and I just started shooting my enemy's cavalry, because I saw that he has an advantage in cavalry, so I wanted to do everything to just kill as many of them as possible. And this is my unsuccessful charge. These guys were in skirmish mode, so they just ran away, but I didn't lose too many horses here. It wasn't really fatal for me. So they just keep advancing. These guys, I'm getting enough kills here. I'm kind of happy about that. And I'm going to charge them with this unit here, so that I can completely destroy this unit of Polish retainers. Let's see what's happening here. I'm just going to withdraw with my cavalry here on this side, and they're going to advance with these dismounted Polish knights on my flank. But this is, as you can see, this is just a small part of the Polish army. It's kind of divided. There are these units here, and the rest of my enemy's troops are just all standing here. They have this catapult, but I'm not sure if it's actually working or shooting. They're not doing anything. Whatever. Now I have this cavalry fight here. that I'm losing for the time being, but I'm going to send these Venetian heavy infantry, and hopefully this is going to change the tide of battle, and just I'm going to win this. I'm going to kill this unit here. So the battle is going pretty much for me so far, but it's the very beginning yet, so I cannot say anything at this point. But I was able to kill 2 units of cavalry. You know, these Polish retainers, they're pretty much broken. They're not going to return, and this unit is going to rout pretty soon too, so everything's going fine for me. Now I'm going to get some shots on the enemy general, of course, after I deal with this catapult unit here. But I really wanted to kill the Polish general here, because, you know, I really like that, because once the general is dead, the morale is going to drop, so it's going to be easier for me to win the battle. Here my enemy advanced with his Lithuanian archers, but my archers are kind of better, so they're getting a decent amount of kills. That's always good. And here we have this infantry fight that I'm completely winning here. These Polish knights have no chance, plus they're pretty far away from the rest of their army, so morale is going to be important. You know, it just dropped. They have pretty low morale as they're divided from the rest of their army, so now they just broke. And my enemy now pretty much starts to advance with the rest of his troops, which is always good because I can attack him on the flank here. But right now I'm just holding these spearmen with my Venetian infantry. Now I actually forgot about these 2 units of mailed knights, so I'm probably going to lose them. As you can see, these spear militia are going to prevail. They're going to kill my units. I just forgot about this unit. I don't know what happened, but I didn't move it away. And I got this unsuccessful charge here, but I'm still going to inflict some casualties. And I'm just moving my troops away now. While I'm shooting, I'm getting pretty good number of kills. I'm pretty satisfied about that. And now this was kind of stupid move because you can see all of my enemy's troops are just in a big cloud of soldiers, which is always a bad idea, because they can be very easily outflanked, and this is exactly what I'm going to do. Right now I'm going to, just in a moment, I'm going to start advancing with all of my troops, including my cavalry, so I'm going to be able to get some flanking action. And now my general is going to die. As I said, I just forgot about this unit there, so that wasn't nice, but whatever. And now, as you can see, I'm attacking on the flank, just as I said. I'm attacking with the rest of my troops. I was able to get these pike militia to attack these cavalry units, so they're probably going to do well here and on this side, and I'm getting some flanking charges here. But let's see what my crossbowmen are doing. They're doing pretty fine for now. They're killing this unit, and they have nothing to do but to chase them, so they're just this is what's going to happen here. These guys are going to try and catch my guys, but as you can see, many of them just fall. They just die, which is good for me again. So let's see how things are going on this side of the battle.
Our men are under attack.
My units are pretty much winning. These guys are pretty tough, especially against these spear militia. They're not the best unit you can pick. Plus, you can see some units are routing, and all of these troops are pretty close together, so that's going to cause a chain rout. And they're kind of outflanked from all sides. They're kind of encircled. So yeah, that's what's happening here. Now, as you can see, these guys are routing, and I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to try and kill all of these troops, or as many of them as possible, while they're routing and while they cannot do anything against me. So this was really good. This really went well for me. It was really nice that I was able to cause a chain rout here. But it was my opponent's mistake. He just kept his troops in a cloud of soldiers. That's always a bad idea, as I said. So now I'm getting a lot of kills. And I think the only units that aren't routing yet are this catapult unit and these guys. plus one of the units here on the side that were chasing my crossbowmen, and they were able to rout one of my crossbowmen units, or mounted crossbowmen units. So I have just two of them, but they're doing just fine. They're going to kill all of these guys, but I'm going to need them here on this side of the field because I really need to try and chase as many units as possible here. So this is what's going to happen pretty much for the rest of the battle. As you can see, my opponent has no chance now. I killed just too many troops while they were routing. And somewhere at this point I just said to my opponent, you know, why don't you admit defeat? And he said that he never surrenders, which is kind of stupid because that was waste of time. You know, he had absolutely no chance to win the battle here. But whatever, I played it until the last unit routed. So now what's happening here, I'm pretty much sending my cavalry to kill as many units as possible, just to chase them, and I'm sending some of my troops here to deal with these archers, because they're the healthiest unit that aren't routing yet. So I'm sending these guys. They can do a good job. They're just 18, but these are just archers, so they're not going to have any trouble with dealing with them. And I'm going to send some of my crossbowmen, mounted crossbowmen units. As you can see, I'm already doing that. I'm just sending them on this side of the field so that they can help with chasing. And these guys are not returning. You can see they're just broken and very tired, so there is no chance they're returning. The enemy general actually survived. He's right here. He's too far away, so I will have to march pretty long distance to catch him. But they're just five troops, so nothing really. They cannot do much. These archers, one of them are actually routing, or they're going to rout any moment now. As you can see, my knights, they were able to kill some of them, but I'm going to send this unit to reinforce, of course. And I'm sending the rest of my cavalry here, plus my mounted crossbowmen are going to arrive soon. And now let me actually tell you why I chose to play with Venice in this battle. At the beginning of this month, I was on a trip around Europe, and one of the destinations was Venice, and I just really liked it there, so this battle is kind of a tribute to my visit to Venice. I really liked it there. But yeah, this is what's going to happen for the rest of the battle, pretty much. I'm going to kill these archers. These guys are going to rout pretty soon, or I don't know, maybe I'm just going to kill them like that. My crossbowmen are shooting, but I'm not really concerned about that. It's not a big deal if they kill these guys. As you can see, they're just routing, so I'm going to kill them pretty soon. And these guys, they haven't routed yet. They're actually doing a great job against my mailed knights, but you know, these units are behind them, so I'm just going to send them now to charge them, so they'll have no chance. And the general, he's just marching against me, but the distance is still long. He's too far away. And here some of the units came back from routing, but they have no chance. They're really depleted. So even against my Venetian archers, who actually have pretty good, they can do damage even in melee, but they have no chance. So now these guys are going to charge, but again without any success. They're not going to do much. So let me actually fast forward this to the end, because there is nothing really interesting happening right now. These archers finally broke. The general is approaching here. I'm fighting with these units. They routed again. And that's pretty much what's happening here. I think now I'm going to start shooting my enemy's general. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. And now I'm going to charge him with my mailed knights. So
battle is in our favor.
maybe there is one more unit. Yeah, I think just this catapult unit. They actually got one. They shot once with the catapults right here, but I'm not sure if the shot was accurate. I think they didn't kill anyone. So yeah, the battle is over. I just lost exactly 400 guys. Really nice, and I was able to kill almost 1300, and of course get many prisoners. Let's see the battle statistics. The most effective unit was this unit of Venetian archers. I really wasn't surprised by that. I don't know how they managed to kill all of these guys. They really did a great job. My pike militia didn't do much, but I didn't expect them to do much, so that's fine. My mailed knights, of course, they did a lot of chasing, so that's they were still useful. And my heavy infantry, 2 units, did a good job again. And let me see my mounted crossbowmen. They were able to inflict a lot of casualties. I'm really satisfied with what I did with these crossbowmen, mounted crossbowmen units. And I'm really glad that my opponent didn't get these mounted archers. But yeah, that was my opponent's mistake, and that's why I won this battle. You know, his army was just in this big cloud of soldiers, so it was very easy to cause a chain rout. Anyways, this is all for this battle, so see you next time. Goodbye.